1 year on from stadium disaster that killed 135, these families are still seeking answers. 1 year on from the Kanjuruhan football stadium disaster that killed more than 130 people in Indonesia, families of the victims are calling on authorities to reopen investigations and declare the incident a serious human rights violation. Video footage aired by CNN affiliate CNN Indonesia showed emotional scenes as families gathered at the National Police headquarters in the capital Jakarta on Wednesday to demand justice. Families, many of whom had traveled to Jakarta from Malang Regency where the tragedy took place, wore black t-shirts with the message, "Never Forget, October 1, 2022," and carried photos of deceased loved ones. Some 135 people were killed and hundreds more were injured in a crush as crowds rushed for the exits following a clash between fans and police that saw security forces fire tear gas within the stadium. Investigations by government-sanctioned fact-finding teams concluded the crush was primarily caused by police shooting tear gas at spectators, but until now, only 5 people, 3 police officers and 2 organizers, have been put on trial. Families have criticized their prison sentences, of between 1 and 2 years, as being too light. "Our hope is for justice. Harsh as possible punishment for the 135 lives lost," said one woman demonstrating outside the police HQ who lost her daughter in the fatal crush. Similar gatherings took place on Monday, when dozens visited the offices of Komnas HAM, a state human rights institution. "The Kanjuruhan tragedy was a gross human rights violation," said Imam Hidayat, a spokesperson for the Kanjuruhan Tragedy Advocacy Team, who called on the Attorney General's office to form an independent team to investigate the tragedy. "There is a conflict of interest if the investigation is done by police," he said. Also among the demonstrators was a man named Daniel, whose daughter Elvi Duali died at the study.